Welcome to the Honda Campus All-Star Challenge National Qualifying Tournament for Season 32. Nationally, 64 HBCUs are competing to advance to the National Championship Tournament. I'm Morgan Leanne, your moderator for this game. Now for the introductions. In this game, it's the team from North Carolina A&T and the HCAS team from Kentucky State University. Woo! Yes, teams. There will be 3 4-minute rounds of face-off and bonus questions, followed by the final 60-second speed round for each team. That is the ultimate challenge. So let's get started. In the face-off position, we have Malcolm for NCAT and Joshua for KSU. All right. So with that being said, Joshua, could you please introduce yourself and tell us your favorite book or author?
So, hello, my name is Joshua Maddox, and my favorite thing to read is actually Ebony Magazine.
Yes, a classic. Yes. Wonderful. Nice to meet you, Joshua. And Malcolm, if you could please introduce yourself and tell us your favorite thing to read or your favorite book.
Hi, everyone. My name is Malcolm Hawkins. My favorite magazine to read, I'd say, right now is probably Time Magazine.
Okay, wonderful. Also a classic. Yes. Thank you both. So you'll be answering 10-point face-off questions on your own. That means no conferring with your teammates. Answer a face-off correctly, and your team will work together to answer 20-point bonus questions. Let's take a look at our first 4 categories. They are a spelling bee, anything goes, full speed ahead, and knowing the 90s. With that being said, Kentucky State, you won the coin toss, so you get to choose first.
Knowing the 90s, please.
Alrighty. Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle were among the characters introduced in 1996 in the release of what Nintendo RPG? That goes to NCAT.
Pokemon?
That's correct. Here's your bonus. For 5 points apiece and a 5-point bonus for all 3. 2021 is the 31st year in operation for what space telescope launched in 1990?
Hubble?
Correct. 2 answers. In the last game of their 1997 rematch, what company's Deep Blue computer made history by beating which Russian grandmaster in chess?
IBM and Gary Kasparov.
That's correct. For all 20 points, you get to choose.
Full speed ahead.
All right. In a 2020 Kambala race, India's Srivnas Gowda covered 100 meters in 9.55 seconds, faster than the 2009 world record set by which Jamaican? That goes to KSU.
Usain Bolt.
That is correct. Voted. For 10 points apiece, nanoseconds, femtoseconds. Light travels about 1 foot time, a billionth of a second.
Is it nanoseconds?
That is correct. 6,500, 11,000, 18,000. To achieve orbit, a space shuttle must accelerate from 0 to how many miles per hour?
Is it 11,000?
No, we're looking for 18,000, but that's okay. You get to choose.
Ask me a question.
I can't hear.
Choice.
Knowing the 90s.
Okay. Replaced in 2020 by the USMCA, what trade agreement between the US, Mexico, and Canada went into effect in 1994? That goes to NCAT.
NAFTA?
That is correct. Here's your bonus. After 6 years of intense solitary research, in 1994, Andrew Weil solved the mathematical mystery known as whose 1637 last theorem?
The 1637, so that maybe around the time of Newton. That's the only person I think of. So.
Answer, please.
Newton?
No, we're looking for Fermat. Okay, for 10 points, 2 More Days of Peace and Music was the theme for the 25th anniversary concert celebrating what 1969 rock festival held in upstate New York?
Woodstock?
That is correct. For 10, you get to choose.
It's full speed ahead.
Roller coaster fans go from stationary to 128 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds on the King Dakar at what great adventure park in New Jersey? That goes to NCAT.
Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Incorrect.
We cannot take that. Can you take it, Kentucky State?
Six Flags of Trenton.
No, we can't take that either. We just needed Six Flags, specifically Six Flags Great Adventure. You get to choose NCAT.
Full speed ahead.
They can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds. So stay far away from what cat, the fastest mammal on land? That goes to KSU.
Cheetah.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. For 20 and then 10 points. The fastest aerial animal is what most widespread raptor on Earth?
Peregrine falcon.
Is it a peregrine falcon?
That is correct for all 20 points. You get to choose.
Is it Scooby?
No.
Okay. We weren't able to get that in. And give yourselves a hand. We have a Woo, a nail biter. Good job from both teams. Let's go ahead and do our shuffle. And wow, this is the first time this happened in this room all day. We have a tie at the end of the round, so we have to do another tiebreaker, I believe. Before we continue, are there any questions from the coaches? Okay. I do have a comment. Okay. Can you all hear me at the end of the questions?
For a minute, it was shaky.
Okay. Has it cleared?
It has.
Okay. I'm going in and out.
I think it was during like one question, I believe, Kentucky State, it was during one of your bonuses that she started kind of going in and out, but I think it's fine on my end now.
Okay. Let me make a couple of quick adjustments here just to make sure. I should be good now. Alrighty. Okay. I'll make sure to monitor the chat to see if that happens again. But other than that, are there any other questions? We have a note from Coach Sherman. All right. All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and advance to the next round. Wonderful. Yep. Here we are. So we have to do another coin flip. Alrighty. So, again, I'll be making a slight cameo. All right. You can see, I'll move it this way. Here we are. I tap once, it flips, of course. So again, to show you all, green is heads. Green is tails, gold is heads. Gold is heads, green is tails. Gold is heads, green is tails. Okay? We flip. It's tails. That means green has won the toss. Okay?
Green one or gold one?
Green one.
Green one, okay.
Yes, thank you. Alrighty. And alrighty. Whew. Okay, so at the beginning of round 2, we have a tie score of 50 up for these teams. Give them a hand. Yes, yay. Awesome. So in our center position, we have Mitchell for NCAT and Kiera for KSU. Woo! Hi. Awesome. So with that being said, Kiera, if you could please introduce yourself and tell us your favorite book or thing to read.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kiera Donald, and one of my favorite books is Invisible Man. Changed my life.
Ooh, a good piece. Yes. Thank you. And Mitchell, if you could please introduce yourself and tell us your favorite book or thing to read.
Well, hello. I'm a mechanical engineer and sophomore here at NCAT. And lately I've been reading Sapiens and I've been enjoying it.
Okay. Thank you, Mitchell. I have to put that on my reading list too. All right, you all. Thank you so much. So with that being said, Kentucky State, you won the coin toss on this one, so you get to choose first in these categories. We have civil rights, digging coal, staycations, and TV villains.
TV villains.
All righty. Dooku, Olaf, Vertigo. In the TV version of A Series of Unfortunate Events, Neil Patrick Harris is which villainous count? Okay, that goes to KSU.
Duco.
No, can you take that NCAT?
Vertigo.
No, we're looking for Count Olaf, but that's okay. KSU, you get to choose.
Billings.
Played by Lena Headey, which Westerosi matriarch schemes against House Stark in Game of Thrones? That goes to NCAT.
Lady, the Snow Queen.
No, can you take that, Kentucky?
Dragons.
No, we were looking for Cersei, Queen Cersei Lannister. Kentucky, you get to choose.
Right.
Alrighty. First-hand experience with civil rights marches informs Walking with the Wind from which Georgia congressman who died in 2020? That goes to NCAT.
John Lewis.
That is correct. Here is your bonus. For 10 points, Freedom's Daughters profiles women in the civil rights movement, including which NAACP co-founder and anti-lynching advocate?
Wells Barnett.
That is correct. Your second bonus. A 14-part TV series narrated by Julian Bond, a companion book to that series, and a folk song all share what four-word title?
I know. I'm gonna say
Many Rivers to Cross.
No, good guess. We're looking for eyes on the prize, and you get to choose the category.
Digging coal.
Because it is a product of the decomposition of organisms that lived millions of years ago, coal is classified as what sort of fuel? That goes to NCAT.
Fossil fuel.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. For 10 points, it's estimated that coal pollution kills some 800,000 people per year, with over 6,500,000 of those fatalities in what world's most populous nation?
China.
That's correct. Your next bonus. A chronic disease of miners, coal workers' pneumococcus is popularly known by what colorful name?
Black lung.
That's correct. For 10 points, you get to choose.
Digging coal.
Okay. In Spanish, the word for coal and for charcoal is the same as the word for what chemical element? That goes to NCAT.
Cobalt.
No. Can you take that, Kentucky? No answer. We're looking for carbon or el carbón. You get to choose North Carolina.
Digging coal.
The world's biggest coal mining area, producing nearly 40% of the USA's coal, is the Powder River Basin in what least populous state? That goes to NCAT.
Alaska.
No. Can you take that, Kentucky?
Wyoming.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Okay. What Central Appalachian state, whose panhandle is primarily mines, is second in U.S. coal production with around 13%?
Central Appalachian.
Kentucky.
No, we're looking for West Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
For 10 points, America's top anthracite producing area is the coal region, including the cities of Scranton and Wilkes-Barre. In what states?
Pennsylvania. Is it Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania.
That is correct. For 10 points, you get to choose.
Billings.
Did we get it in? Nope. Darn. All right, well, give yourselves a hand. That was a tight match. Okay. Do we have any questions from either of the coaches or any of the players before we continue? Okay. All righty. Okay, then we're going to move on to round 3. Whew, what a tight game. All right, you all. So at the top of round 3, we have Kentucky State with 70 and North Carolina A&T just ahead with 100. Give these teams a hand. This is a match. Yay. Awesome. So in our central positions, we have Mark for KSU and we have Francis for NCAT. Wonderful. So, hi, Mark. If you could introduce yourself and tell us your favorite book or thing to read.
Hello. Again, my name is Mark Johanneman, and as of recently, my favorite book is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Kesey.
I wonder if you've been watching a lot of Ratchet lately. I need to catch up on that. All right, nice to meet you, Mark. And Francis, if you could please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Francis. I'm a second year pre-nursing student here at North Carolina A&T. And my favorite, I'll say one of my favorite books is Ain't I a Woman by Bell Hooks.
Yes. Do love me some bell hooks. I'm going to catch you after this match to talk about that.
Definitely.
Yes. Thank you. Wonderful. So with that being said, Kentucky State, you're only behind by slightly, but you do get to choose first between D, definitions, people's names as places, pilgrimages, and so many Susans.
People's names as places.
All righty. One of gospel's best-selling albums is the soundtrack to The Preacher's Wife, from which artist whose surname is a Texas metropolis? That goes to NCAT.
Houston.
That's correct. Here's your bonus. For 20 and then 10 points, the first African-American woman elected to Congress from the South, whose surname is also that of a West Asian nation.
Jordan.
That's correct for all 20 points, and you get to choose.
D, definitions.
In some cultures, what D word is the money or property a bride brings to a husband when they get married? That goes to NCAT.
Dowry.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. For 10 points apiece, what word can describe a direction or a young bird's first feathers?
Down.
That is correct. For 10 points. A spring perennial. What trumpet-like flower is celebrated in William Wordsworth? I wandered lonely as a cloud.
It's like, I'm thinking like a dandelion. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, dandelion. Dang. Did you hear me?
That is incorrect. We're looking for a daffodil.
Yeah.
But you get to choose.
D, definitions.
All right. Often used to describe laws or rules, what D adjective for cruel or severe is named for an ancient Greek legislator, not Mr. Malfoy? That goes to NCAT.
Draconian.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. For 10 points, meaning to expend or pay out. What D happens to a student's financial aid package at the beginning of the semester?
I don't know any other word. You good? I'm gonna say distribute.
No, we're looking for disperse.
Disperse. Oh, okay.
Yep. For 10 points, diner, dollar,
Let me say
dragoon, which is the legal tender in Algeria,
Dinar?
Bahrain, and Iraq.
Dinar.
Answer, please. Okay. That is correct for 10 points. You get to choose.
D, definitions.
From the Latin for 10th, what word means to kill, destroy, or remove a large portion of a group? That goes to NCAT.
Decimate.
That is correct. Here's your bonus for 10 points. An influential Harlem hip-hop fashion designer, which Dan has a 2-syllable D adjective in his name, meaning neat in dress or appearance?
Dapper Dan.
That is correct. More likely to describe a woman than a man, what other 2-syllable
Demure?
adjective means marked by delicate or diminutive beauty?
Demure.
No, close. We're looking for dainty. You get to choose.
Sorry. People's names as places.
Okay. A co-founder of Charleston's Mother Emanuel AME Church, which Mr. Vesey bought his freedom after winning a lottery in 1779. That goes to NCAT.
Denmark.
That is correct. Here's your bonus.
Thank you.
For 10 points, the British actress Miss Bonham Carter could tell you that she shares what first name with the Western U.S. state capital?
Helena.
That is correct. For 10 points, an upscale neighborhood in London and in New York share what name with the daughter of a former POTUS and FLOTUS?
Chelsea, maybe? Chelsea.
That is correct. You get to choose.
People's names as places.
Mr. Gooding, co-star of American Horror Story Roanoke, has a first name that's also what island of the Greater Antilles? That goes to NCAT.
Jamaica.
No, can you take that, KSU?
Cuba.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. For 10 points, no, he's not an orange blossom in a certain Florida city. He's the future Mr. Katy Perry. What are this actor's first and last names?
Do you think it's Petersburg?
I don't know.
Answer, please.
Say it.
Peters?
No, we're looking for Orlando Bloom.
Y'all didn't. I just said it.
I'm sorry.
Okay. For 10 points, Naomi of Mulholland Drive and Birdman and Reggie, band leader for the Late Late Show, share what surname with a South LA neighborhood?
It's like,
Answer, please.
Oakland.
No, good guess. We're looking for Watts. Yes, yes. And that concludes round 3. Give these teams a hand. Do we have any questions from players or coaches? Okay. Nothing so far. Awesome. All right, then we're going to go ahead to the ultimate challenge. Woo. All righty. The ultimate challenge is the final chance for each team to win. You'll have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions in the category of your choice. Every correct answer is worth 25 points. Working as a team, you may answer or pass on any question. As long as there's time remaining, you can repeat the ones you've missed. The score stands at Kentucky State 80 and North Carolina A&T 220, but it's still anyone's game because the ultimate challenge is worth 250 points. Let's have a look at our final 4 categories. They are trick questions, 4-letter foods, historic ships, and study abroad. With that being said, Kentucky State, you get to choose first between these 4 categories.
4-letter foods.
Alrighty.
Did she say 4-letter foods?
She did.
4-letter foods.
Okay.
Okay. What food whose name has 4 letters is often eaten on the
Corn.
cob? Yes. A babka, bunch, or
Cake.
birthday? Yes. With chips, English first fast food?
Fish.
Yes. A bosque or anjo fruit?
Plum.
No. The cultivar called leaf cabbage?
Pass.
The meat in a sirloin?
Check.
No. The Japanese word for bean curd?
Pass.
Okay. The cheese in spanakopita?
Pass.
Flatbread or falafel?
Peter?
Pita.
Yes. The world's best-selling cookie?
Ahoy.
Yes. A bosque or anjo fruit?
Kiwi.
No. All right, y'all. You got 5 of those. Give yourselves a hand. That was a good run. All right. Let's see the ones you didn't quite get. A bosque or anjo fruit? Pears. Shout out to the pears.
Wow.
Yeah. The cultivar called leaf cabbage? I mean, kale. Who knew? Kale. The meat in a sirloin? Steak.
Beef.
I'm sorry, I
It's
lied.
fine.
Beef.
Okay.
Beef.
It's nothing.
Yeah, I definitely remember. Yeah, it's beef. That's a 4-letter. There we go. The Japanese word for bean curd? Tofu.
Ain't
And the cheese in spanakopita? Feta.
Mm.
Yes. Alrighty. So we have finished this portion of the round with 205. You all give yourselves a hand. Yes, yes. Good, good, good. Alrighty. Moving forward. North Carolina A&T, you get to choose between trick questions, historic ships, and study abroad.
Any trick questions?
Alrighty. What word spelled with T-R-I-C is an anaconda or boa?
Constrictor.
Yes. The elbow joint extending muscle?
Pass. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Pass.
I'm sorry.
Having 2 dissimilar sides?
Concentric.
No. A 2-toed flightless ratite?
Pass.
Nixon's nickname?
Tricky.
Yep. A defined area like for schools?
Pass.
Yes. A whimsical deviation?
Centric.
Yes.
Eccentric.
Medical care for the aged?
Geriatrics.
Yes. To remove from entanglement?
Pass.
A pumping chamber of the heart.
Ventricle.
No.
My bad, my bad.
The elbow extending muscle. Answer?
Triceps.
Yes. Okay. All right, give
They
yourself
got
a
that
hand
in.
on that one. They got that in. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. All right, so let's see the ones you didn't quite get. Having two dissimilar sides, eccentricities, or eccentricity. Okay.
Asymmetrical, non-symmetrical, or unsymmetrical.
Oh, so it's the second one. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, it
I'm
was
sorry.
number
I read
three.
the wrong answer. to that, yes.
Asymmetrical. Yeah,
Asymmetrical or
non-symmetrical.
non-symmetrical or unsymmetrical. Okay. Sorry. A two-toed flightless ratite, ostrich. Yeah. A defined area for schools, district.
Oh wow.
To remove from entanglement, that should be extricate. Yeah. A pumping chamber of the heart, ventricle.
Yeah, my bad.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. And that concludes the round. At the end of this round, we have, well, if you have any questions, we have Kentucky State with 205 and North Carolina A&T with 370. Woo! Yay! Awesome teams. If you have any questions in the chat. Okay, we have good games from Coach Thurman. Yay, everybody. Good game, KSU. You know, good game, NCAP from Coach Katiana. Good game, everybody. Wonderful. Thank you all for playing this game and giving us such a game. You all have done very well. You've had a long day. It's been amazing. With that being said, we're going to end this broadcast. Thank you all. And, we'll see somebody next game. Take care, you all.